Hello, John Croner with Bullseye Trader, and I'd like to welcome you to the Artificial Intelligence Holly and Market Update for Friday, August the 10th, 2018. And we're also going to take a look at how the weekly candles ended. But first to our, we'll look at the FANG stocks first, and you can see here Amazon, pulled back a little bit, just on below average volume. Apple is kind of just consolidating sideways here, which is usually considered a sign of strength. Facebook pulled back a little bit more, so it's going to be interesting to watch that over the next few days and weeks. Google pulled back a little bit here too after the gap up. It does have a little bit of a bottoming tail here. We'll have to see if it fills this gap Monday and bounces off the 20, or just what happens there. And Netflix pulled back a little bit more, but very, very light volume, and just a very minor pullback, so it seems to be holding its own there. So that is where we are with the FANG stocks. Now for the major indexes that we follow, we can see IWM, even though that's a nice green candle, we had a gap down and it did not make it back to yesterday's high, so that was down for the day. IBB is down for the day, big topping tails the last 2 days in a row. The diamonds are down, but as you can see here, we did recover a little bit at the end of the day and closed above the 20, so that's a good sign for the diamonds. And the spiders had a gap down and got a doji candle here, but it's on fairly large volume, at least above average. We'll see what happens going into next week. And the Qs gap down as well. And we have the doji candle there. TLT continued upward, and gold just pretty much unchanged. A little heavier volume there. Now let's go ahead and bring in our other chart here, and you'll see I have the 5 daily charts, and then the weekly over here, and we're going to go ahead and start over here. Well, let's just start with TLT. We'll go right down the line, and the TLT, you can see here a nice big green candle, about average volume, TLT is headed north. GLD, and you can see here a little bit of volatility throughout the week. It's shown a green candle, but it gapped down to start the week and came back up a little bit, so it actually closed below last week. If you can see that, there is still a pullback in gold for the week. IWM, we closed up for the week, but look at the volatility within here. Look at these wicks here. This is just some pretty tough to stay in a trade if you're a day trader, but then again, if you're playing it right, I suppose there's a lot of opportunity in there for a day trader as well. And if we look at IBB, same thing. We have these crazy wicks, pretty good sized volume on today's chart here, but for the week, you can see we are down a little bit for the week. The Qs, and once again, there's all these wicks that we have like crazy. And if we take a real close look, we did close up for the week, but once again, we're trying to get through these highs here, which is very important. And you can see here we got real close to it, and then we gapped down the next day. So we got to muster up the strength to get through there, because I don't think we're going to hover around it too long. It's going to go one way or the other, so it'll get real interesting. The diamonds, we had the pullback on the daily chart, And you can see here for the week we are down as well. So, we're kind of losing, momentum again here. It's kind of, if you look here, you're within this range. Let me try to draw that for you. There you go. You can see the range that we're in. So it's going to be important to, break through that here, fairly soon, one way or the other. And the spiders, as we take a look at it, once again, you can see we have closed down for the week. Have that big tail. If we back this out a little bit, you can see there were the highs back in January, and we got close to them, but didn't break through. Now, hopefully, this will serve as support, and we'll bounce back up. So it'll be it'll be some interesting days ahead for us. Some interesting days ahead. Now let's go ahead and get into Holly real quick so we can get you everything you need to know. Holly Grill had 29 trades today, lost 14 cents. And on the risk on, she made 83 cents. And you can just look at these histograms and you can see the volatility throughout the day. Now, Holly 2.0 had 36 trades. She lost $2.09, and that was pretty much just in the wrong direction all day on that category. But on the risk on, she ended the day strong and made $3.74 in the risk on category. And scroll down a little bit. Holly Neo had 32 trades, lost $1.54, and you can see here she was up, and then she came back down, and the risk on pretty much looked the same, where she only lost 29 cents, but it was still very, very volatile throughout. The way it broke down was we had 97 trades today. She lost 377 in the profit category, but the risk on she made 428. So for the week it was 421 trades, profit of 949, risk on profit of 25.29. So that is the Holly update. We'll take a quick look to see what the best trades were. We had PTCT, a long trade in Holly Neo, and she made 52 cents. But on the risk on, she lost 10 cents. And in the risk on category, CXO, $1.88, and that was close to a cross. And if you look here, she actually got stopped out and broke even. She got in the trade here, it went up, it pulled back, she got out, and then it came down, and then it went on. And that's where we're always talking about the man with the machine, okay? You have to work with her and use your trading ability, but with that one, you would have made $1.88. In fact, if you would have had confidence it was going up, and if you would have, picked it up even a little bit lower, possibly you could have made more. So that was a very nice trade from Holly and Holly 2.0. And you can see this is loading a little bit quicker now. Our guys did a little bit of modification to this so that when you switch from one Holly to the other, it does come up a little bit quicker for you. In the risk on OSTK, look at that, $3.65 risk on profit. She called it right here, and look at this, straight down. What a trade that was. RGNX, $1.45 risk on profit. But take a look at this. One of them she made 10 cents and the other she broke even. And here's another trade, 76 cents risk on profit. And she lost 3 cents on the actual trade. So, if you, combine your abilities with Holly telling you there's something going on with this stock, there is a lot of potential for you. Now, EDIT was her best, just regular profit trade. It was a short trade. She made 40 cents on that, so that was no big deal there. Holly Grail, and she is coming up now. We had 75 cents on ZUTD, MZ, and I can see this was actually called in two different strategies. She made 75 cents in one, 65 in the other, and you can see right here, very, very nice trade. And if you would have stayed in it, you actually could have got some more. Now, because the risk on is calculated at the end of the day, it did pull back. So in both categories, she made the same profit in risk on as risk off. And in the risk on category, RDFN, look at this. And once again, she lost 18 cents on the trade. But had you held or got back in, look at that, $1.55. Very, very nice trade. And here was another one where, if you look right here, she broke even, but had you jumped back in when it crossed that line again, 92 cents. So a lot of profit today in Holly, a lot of good trades. And I just want to invite you to try out our software. We do have a standard plan, and then we have a premium plan. With the premium plan, you do get Holly and all the extra things that we have. You can subscribe on a monthly basis or a yearly basis. Of course, your best rate is, to go with the yearly. Here is the link for it here. I'll go ahead and put that in the YouTube comments, so you can just copy and paste it. But if you use the code Bullseye15, it'll save you 15% on your first month or your first year. We'd love to have you give us a try. And I want to invite you to follow me. You can follow me on my blog at bullseyetrader.com. You can like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter or StockTwits. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up for me. Would appreciate that. And if you want to leave a comment, that'd be appreciated as well. If it's the first time you're seeing these videos, go ahead, feel free to hit that subscribe button. That way you'll never miss one. Hey, I want to thank you for being with us today, and God bless.